interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With Karina ready in her chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
Yes, welcome to the ThinkSoJoE. We can't hear anything. I'm sure they heard the intro.
Oh, look, it's Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine.
Because, like, I could see the intro.
Right. And we can see that there's audio pumping out.
Yeah, there's audio going out. It just wasn't coming back to us in our headphones. So anybody listening on all WNY, you didn't hear that.
It was just on awkward silence.
It was silence for you guys for like a minute or so.
You sound quieter, she says.
Okay, this is as loud as we can possibly go. And it sounds like shit, so I'm turning it back down. We might be able to go louder. Let's see. Let's try. Let's see. I'm trying not to get too much noise. Check.
Check.
I don't know. That's me. Let's try you. And
Check.
yeah, that's probably as loud as it's getting. It's because I can't use this damn cloud lifter because I got this neighbor who's got this radio station and is causing so much interference.
I know. What are the chances?
On the bright side, it gave me an excuse to get rid of that giant rack mount that was under the desk.
True.
Which I really didn't want to do.
Yeah.
So
this looks nice, though.
Kirsten says she can hear us, and she's deaf, so it's like...
Kind of like your fart with Jasmine. You're a fucking asshole.
Laura, you don't have to hear anything. You can turn this off. You are not being forced to watch. We don't have you strapped to a chair with your eyes pried open, a Clockwork Orange style. You can turn this off. Oh, jeez. Wouldn't that be torment for people having to watch us for 2 hours? Yeah. Having to watch us for 2 hours?
Having to, yeah.
I don't even want to. You know, I was watching us the other day. I was watching the episode with the Brian tribute episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was pretty good. So yeah. I watched like the first half hour, and I'm like, I really need to get back to work because I've been procrastinating like hell. And last night I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna get everything done, and then I'm gonna shoot things you might not know, and then. As I keep getting things done, orders keep coming in. And I'm like, fuck, let me get this one done. So I'm getting orders done. Finally, I'm cleared of everything. And it's like, fuck, it's 9 o'clock. I need to go to bed. So I didn't get a chance to shoot things you might not know. And then I end up, Kirsten loves your necklace. You're going to have to tell her where you got it from in a minute. But so I wind up just like... not shooting things you might not know. Like, all right, cool. I my inbox is clear. I'll just do it tomorrow night. And then I woke up. I have $170 worth of work tonight. I'm like, how? I think it's because everybody's like, oh shit, he's leaving for the weekend. We need to get our orders in because I've been telling everybody that I'm leaving for the weekend. You need to get your orders in by. I haven't specifically set a time, but it's tomorrow noon. I'm cutting everything off. So like, I'm gonna get in tonight. I'm gonna do anything that's basically due tonight. And shoot things you might not know. I don't need to edit it before I go. My laptop can handle that.
Okay.
So
That's good.
I have definitely tried, and it definitely will work for that. So if I absolutely can't get it done before I go, I can do it while I'm there. And I figure, probably like right after I get back to the hotel from Metallica or something, would be like the ideal time to do it because then I got all day in San Francisco the next day to go wander around and see everything and maybe check out this Metallica art gallery.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's so much Metallica stuff going on over the course of the weekend that it's like, oh man, I really want to do some of this stuff, but I also really want to kind of explore San Francisco because I don't live there. So like I want to have some time to do stuff because like as soon as I leave for the game, and that's going to be at like 10 a.m. because that's when everything opens over there. So like as soon as I leave for the game, like I'm not coming back into the city. I'm going to Santa Clara and then I'm coming to the airport right after the game.
Yeah.
and sitting at the airport for like 6 hours because, but I got to stop at the airport on the way to the game, drop off my bag because they said I could do that. It's like $20 or something for them to just put my bag in a locker or something. Yeah.
Cool.
Just while I go, because I'm too lazy to write that many scripts at once. Literally, I wrote like, and that's not a knock on any of my writers either. It's just, we did get ahead. We were doing like 2 every week. We were doing like 2. So we were ahead by a week, and then we kind of got behind and got back to like once per week.
Yeah.
And then Kevin's been taking kind of a break.
Yeah.
And so I've been hiring this guy, and I really wish I would have ordered 2 at once. I just didn't have an idea of what I wanted the second video to be about. So I did the first, we did the first video. And he did an awesome job. Like, I made little tiny corrections or like just, little tiny adjustments to make it more like the style of things you might not know.
Yeah.
And so when I hired him the second week, and I do that with 24-hour delivery. When I hired him the second time, I didn't put that pressure on him to do 24-hour delivery. I let him do his normal pace, 2 days.
Yeah.
And I get this, and the scripts came in late. And and it felt like he kind of rushed it. Like, he said something came up, and I can understand that. I'm not upset about that. I'm not upset about the seemingly rushed script, or else I would have been like, dude, fix this. Because it was still pretty well written and pretty well researched. It was just like, okay, there's like one point I really want to hit on in this that is not in here. And which was, if you watch the episode, it's about the guy that was connected and the Van Morrison's manager thought he was going to get whacked.
Yeah,
basically. So I was like, no, this is too crazy of a part of this story to not be in here, so I had to just add a little bit into the script, but everything was fine.
Yeah.
The one coming up on Monday that I still need to shoot, I wrote myself.
Cool.
And I did send it to Kevin, like, dude, can you just look at this and tell me how bad it sucks? And then, so that way I can like fix it or whatever. And I was going to shoot it last night. I just didn't get the time, so I'm going to hopefully shoot it tonight. I got a lot going on. I'm going to and as soon as like wrestling's over, I'm going to come take a nap with you.
Okay.
Because I don't get to do that. This is
do you see me drinking a Monster though?
This is the first time. That's like 10 o'clock though. That's like 4 hours from now.
Oh, okay. We're fine.
This is you are the first person I have interacted with in person in a week.
How does that feel?
It's been driving me crazy.
Yeah.
I am going nuts. I have not left the house since last Sunday. I've gone outside to like get the mail or grab some packages or whatever. But I have not left the house. I haven't gone to even to the grocery store or nothing. I've been like, okay, I need stuff. I need to come up with $35 worth of stuff to buy from the grocery store.
Yeah.
And that was really tricky because it's like, okay, but I don't want to buy enough. I don't want to buy anything that's like going to go bad while I'm in California. I don't want to buy chicken. I don't want to buy salad. I don't want to buy like any kind of meats or anything like. So it's like I don't know what to buy.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna order food tomorrow, just to kind of like not have to buy food.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I'm kind of going nuts. So Kirsten mentioned she likes your necklace.
Yes, Kirsten, thank you. This was a gift made by Lily, Brian's partner. Years ago. I don't wear it very often because it's probably the nicest thing that I have. But all my other necklaces are currently irritating my eczema.
Yeah, you're going to hang that up like very carefully, don't you?
Yes, because it'll get tangled. Yeah.
Yeah. She said she's always made such dope jewelry.
Lily's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am just over 36 hours away from my flight to Dallas. which is where I have a layover for only 45 minutes, which really sucks.
That does suck.
The microphone is in the way of the necklace, Laura says. So there you go. Get a better view of that.
QVC style.
Right. Got to get another camera just right on it.
Yeah.
We could do that. We're set up for that.
We don't need to do that.
We're set up for that. We could do that. We're not like set up for it. Set up like I can't just instantly do it, but we can definitely set that up. I've got all the stuff to connect another camera right over there. Titty cam. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So flying into Dallas, where I know people, and I'm so upset that I'm only there for 45 minutes.
That's enough time to get from gate to gate.
Yeah, I'm so upset that I don't have like a couple of hours just to be like, yo, David, Justin, you guys want to get lunch?
Yeah.
And I did mention to my buddy Justin, who lives in Dallas, that my drummer John has mentioned us possibly going to WrestleMania, which is in Dallas.
Oh.
And I mentioned to my buddy Justin, I said, dude, we're talking about maybe going to WrestleMania, maybe. I don't know if I want to go, quite honestly. I know John wants to, but I don't know if I'm like up for going on another vacation,
right?
Getting another hotel,
but you would be splitting it.
Having to do no, it's not the money. It's like having to have another conversation with one of my regulars. Like, dude, I'm not gonna be here. I don't know that I can work for you, so like. Yeah, it's just yeah. It sucks that I can't like get out of the airport and go say hi to them, hang out with some friends. My mom was texting me the other day after the 49ers game.
Yeah.
Because of the 49ers and Bills have been living like parallel lives over the last couple of weeks. In like last week, both teams lost to a division rival and ended up 7th place in their conference.
Okay.
And this week, both teams went to overtime.
Oh.
One of the two won.
I don't think it was the Bills.
It was not. So my mom's texting me, and we're talking about football for whatever reason. And my mom is, she's a Cowboys fan for whatever reason.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't know. Which, me being a Niners fan and her being a Cowboys fan, that was always fun because those were the teams playing in the NFC Championship every single year in the almost, it seemed like in the 90s,
Yeah.
Which the last one of those, San Francisco won. It was the year after the Bills last went to the Super Bowl. The 49ers went on to beat the Chargers in that Super Bowl. Which my mom was like, oh, no, they only won because football's fixed and there was all these earthquakes, so they needed the money for California. That's why 2 California teams are in the Super Bowl. But anyway, I digress. So I said to my mom, Mom, she's like, oh, the Cowboys have been really good. They've been winning. I said, when I'm in Dallas, I'll make sure to tell them to stop that. And she said, don't you'll do no such thing. And then I said, I went to, I'm like, and my flight home goes through Philly. And my mom's a Flyers fan, again, for whatever reason. And I'm like, it was way before Gritty. My mom's been a Flyers fan. I'm like, all right, I'll be sure to tell them to stop winning too, when I go through Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's funny, actually. One of my friends in Dallas is a Philadelphia Phillies fan. So I'm going through Dallas, and I'm going through Philadelphia. I think I might have time to like do stuff in Philadelphia,
cool.
like maybe go get a cheesesteak or something.
Oh my god!
See what the big deal is.
Cool.
Because I don't like Philly style cheesesteaks, but I also am, depending on the place, not really a huge fan of New York style pizza.
True.
But when I go to New York and I get pizza, it's like, oh,
yeah,
this is what this is supposed to be. Gotcha. And there's a couple of places that do it right around here, like Allentown Pizza, Casa de Pizza.
I like Casa.
I like Allentown a little bit better. I like Casa.
I don't know if I've had Allentown.
My cousin was actually looking for places to go to eat in downtown Buffalo because she was going to the Sabres game the other night.
Yeah.
And I'm just, somebody had mentioned Casa, and I'm like, yeah, definitely Casa. And I also was like, if you're downtown, you can try Brawlers which is downstairs from Pearl Street. The difference between New York style pizza and New York pizza is the big difference. That authenticity. Yeah, absolutely. Only Karina
my
pizza should be
allowed. True. That's all you need.
Yeah. So, but what was I talking about now?
Pizza.
Yeah, I was talking about pizza, and then I forgot what. Oh, my cousin was asking about. So I told her, like, there's Pearl Street, there's Brawlers, which Brawlers apparently is open during hockey games and other events, but like typically closes at like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Oh shit.
Brian and I went there once, which is why I know about it.
Mm.
We were trying to go to Pearl Street, but it was the day of Music is Art, and it was also the day of the Roger Waters concert.
Oh.
And we went to Music is Art. We were going to Roger Waters right after. And so we were like, let's get food. Let's go to Pearl Street. So we went to Pearl Street, and they're like, it's like an hour wait. If you guys, if you don't want to wait, you can go downstairs. And I didn't even know there was a place downstairs. So we went downstairs. The place is called Brawlers. And it's just like, it's a deli. It still took a while to get food because it was like super busy downtown, obviously. But, we got food. The food was good. So I, highly recommend it if you're down there while it's open at any point. And then also I recommended, I think, Big Ditch to her because Ryan and I went there one time after we went to one of the Sabres skills competitions a couple of years ago. Could you make a pizza with a cookie base?
It's so funny you say that. We got some samples from one of our suppliers for a cookie pizza. And it's a chocolate chip cookie, like that big, and it's a pizza. And the truth is, my cookies look a lot tastier than these cookies. And they are a lot tastier because these aren't like a doughy cookie, like they're they're not doughy, they're kind of like meant to be well cooked.
They're like Chips Ahoy almost, like in the sense of not doughy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like we undercooked ours because I was like, no, this is not how you cook a fucking chocolate chip cookie.
Right.
You don't burn the shit.
Jasmine's dying for your cookie. I was cleaning up in here earlier because I finally got some storage stuff to kind of like get shit off the desk and the record shelf and all that. And I'm cleaning up and I found this card that we made for Jasmine.
Yes.
That we were going to mail out right before Halloween, and I just didn't have stamps to send it out.
Yeah,
and I have stamps now, and it's like I could send it out, but now it's just a Christmas card.
It's not as funny now because it was
because
Halloween.
Now it's an actual Christmas card. Instead of being a Christmas card sent at Halloween, it's a Christmas card sent a week before Christmas.
That says Happy Halloween in it.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's still funny. I don't know. Draw Santa hats on the picture, says Kirsten. Thunder, was that Liam? I can't really read that. Asks how we feel about the world today.
The world today, or like
in general, the world. I feel like I feel like the world are a bunch of idiots, and that's why we're still dealing with this fucking virus.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm not going on a rant about that today. I'm in too good of a mood. I'm 36 hours and change away from going to San Francisco, going to like the city that years ago I said would be like my ideal city because someone who isn't afraid. But going to a few years ago, I was like, look, my favorite band's from San Francisco. My favorite football team is the 49ers. My favorite show at the time was Mythbusters, which was based out of San Francisco. It's like, man, I would love to go to San Francisco. And I'm finally now getting the chance. Thanks to Metallica also turning 40 this year. I've been looking at ticket prices and like, man, can I go to this? Because like I could theoretically pull off going to the Metallica show. My problem is my flight home is at 10:50.
Yeah, you would.
So I could go, but I'd have
to stay another day.
I would have to stay. I would have to change my flight. And I would have to like extend my hotel stay. And I it's not that I can't afford to do this.
Right. It's just it's a huge inconvenience.
It is a pain in the ass. And I'm like, because I could have gotten like the tickets right now are going for like $300 per show.
Ouch.
Per night. Somebody was selling for $208 both nights.
Oh.
And I'm like, I could buy that and then recoup a lot of that by selling the ticket I already have.
Mm.
But then I need to still fix my, change my hotel reservation, change my flight. I was looking at flights, and the next, the earliest flight in the morning is at like 5:50 a.m. So it's like, and then I don't get home until like at least 6 p.m. And I'm like,
Laura thinks you shouldn't fly back to Buffalo. You should walk.
I could use the exercise. I haven't left the house in 2 weeks. I've been hovering right at 205.
You look good.
Right at 205. Trying to, I had to take my Fitbit off. It was irritated. You could see it's still a little irritated. I took it off a few days ago.
Wow.
I basically I need to like wash it basically, or get a new band, a better band. But anyway, got to get the mesh metal bands, Kirsten says.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a genre.
It does.
Mesh metal band. Yeah, it's probably just that silicone band just being on my wrist 24/7, all that sweat. Yeah, it's got to be, it's basically got to get cleaned. But I definitely Inertia, the band. We were talking about the band Inertia the other day.
Oh,
she was like, "Oh, have you heard of these bands?" And I'm like, "Well, we've played 2 of them on the show before."
Yeah.
So and Inertia was one of them. Because a lot of the times how we come up with music for the show is we kind of just say, who's playing this weekend? And we just pick bands off of shows.
yeah.
And what's the cactus? Oh, it's a drink koozie.
Where?
Right behind you.
Oh,
Right on the shelf there. It's got my yellow
a
sauce.
yellow tie in it.
It's got my yellow sauce stuff in it. It's got the tie and the glasses.
Good.
But now I got a bin I can put my glasses in. I bought some of these so like I have a cube shelf under the desk here,
Yeah.
and I've been like really looking into like the IKEA Alex drawer units, because I've been watching a lot of like desk setup stuff, and everybody builds their fucking desks with these things, right? So I'm like, man, I wish I could get a couple of those. I don't live anywhere near an IKEA. Like the nearest one is in like Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And so and like if they don't have it in stock in Pittsburgh, they won't deliver it here.
Okay.
So that's been a pain in the, like, so I've been looking at those, and they're like $80 each. And I'm like, I don't really want to spend that much money right now, but I need some kind of storage. So I've got like this cube shelf under my desk that's just been a mess. And I posted a picture of my desk the other day on Facebook, so you could probably see it there.
Yeah.
Just how much of a mess that was. So I went out and I got some of these, these cube storage box dealies.
Yep.
That fit perfectly in there. So it's like having drawers. And then I bought another one of these cube units that's coming tomorrow. So I'm nice and, I don't want to say organized, but I'm at least, shit's not laying around everywhere now.
Yeah.
Like I cleaned up the desk the other day all nice, and I arranged everything like so that it looks nice. And then I'm like, I need to get back and try cable management again, but I need like the raceways I have are not big enough.
Oh.
So I need to kind of get like just a giant couple of things under the desk to just throw all the cables and power bricks and shit in. And it would be awesome if I can figure out how to mount these giant fucking UPS
That would be nice.
battery backup
Yeah.
power strip things up under the desk, so that I don't have to have wires coming down to those. And but yeah, I was just kind of sitting here the other day, like buying a bunch of shit for the studio, because who needs money when you go on a vacation, right?
Right.
But I'm also paying attention to my money. So I'm like, okay, I can afford to buy this. I can afford to buy that. I can afford to do this. And I'll still have because by the time I leave for San Francisco, I'll have like $700 coming in. So it's like, all right, cool. And you just gave me like $200 as a Christmas gift.
Yep.
Which I really appreciate, because that's going to go probably to Metallica merch and to the 49ers store.
Yeah.
Maybe to some souvenir store or something in San Fran. I don't know.
That was the idea.
It's all kinds of crap near where I'm staying. So saw my buddy Jason is already there from the Long Cold Dark.
That's funny.
He He posted a video of the Golden Gate Bridge this morning, and I didn't turn the sound on, but in my head, it just was the Full House theme.
Yeah.
So I just commented, whatever happened to predictability? But, yeah, that's, definitely looking forward to kind of sightseeing around San Francisco on
that should be
Saturday.
cool.
Like I think I don't know what my plan is Friday necessarily, because I'm kind of looking at I'm trying to look at Eastern time versus Pacific time, and it's like, what time is the Sabres game? Okay, the Sabres game's at 7:00, which would be 4:00 Pacific. So I could probably watch the game before I go to the Metallica show, and then I don't have to use a VPN because I'm actually out of the network. Out of the broadcast range.
Yeah.
So out of market, that's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, I don't know. That's but at the same time, it's but I can take that time to nap or explore San Francisco, go find a restaurant near my hotel or something.
Right.
California just imposed as of today a statewide mask mandate, which doesn't affect my trip at all because San Francisco already had a citywide mask mandate.
Yeah.
So it was, regardless of vaccination status, and they're still, and it's, you have to be fully vaccinated to go to indoor venues.
Yeah.
Like restaurants, bars, everything. And that includes the Chase Center, where I'm going Friday night. It does not include Levi's Stadium, where I'm going Sunday. But, that's got indoor mask rules, and I'm just going to wear my mask everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't,
Might as well.
I'm not, why take the chance? So, I'm just, I'm going to be as safe as I can in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And, I might try and hook up with the dudes from the Long Cold Dark who are also going to be out there for the Metallica show.
That'd be cool.
I saw Drew posted on Facebook the other day talking about how all his friends are playing shows back home in Buffalo, but he's going to be seeing Metallica. I think it's, it's at least double digits for those two.
Yeah.
Drew and Jason, and it's number 5 for me. As I go through photos at any event, it's crazy seeing the slow, gradual progression to more and more people taking off their masks.
Oh.
Well, now we have a statewide mask mandate, but you have all these mayors of these cities who are like, no, fuck you. We're not enforcing that.
Yeah.
Because mayors are fucking stupid.
Apparently.
This is the funniest thing to me. I was on what was I on the other day? I was on YouTube, right? And I saw a video come up, and it says Tennessee mayor refuses to cooperate with mask mandate. And the funny thing is that the mayor in question is Glenn Jacobs. And I know that name doesn't mean anything to you. Glenn Jacobs is better known as the professional wrestler Kane. And if you know anything about the professional wrestler Kane, it's that for the majority of his career, he wore a mask. That is I'm just like, this is the most, there's
That's
such an
asinine.
irony
Yeah.
to the fact that Kane is saying, no, fuck your mask mandates. We're not wearing masks. This is a guy who wears a fucking mask when he wrestles.
Maybe he didn't like it.
I don't know. He definitely made a lot of money with it, so
Right.
got popular enough to become mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. So masks give him PTSD. Yeah, that's just the funniest thing to me.
Yeah. That is silly.
Just like I saw, speaking of funny wrestling things, and I'm scrolling through Facebook and I keep getting the sponsored ad for WWE Shop, right? And it says get fresh new gear, but the T-shirt that it's showing in the picture is from over 20 years ago. It's like, yes, I want to get this fresh new Wolfpack T-shirt from WCW, which went out of business in 2001.
Yeah.
That's fresh new gear. For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, but just, yeah. But yeah, I thought that was the funniest thing. Like, Kane is telling people not to wear a mask.
Yeah.
All right. So, our friend Eleni DeGeorge just released a brand new Christmas song.
Oh, good.
Just in time for Christmas. We obviously have another episode to go before Christmas,
Yes.
but that's, besides the point. Just, I needed music to play. I saw she had a new song, so I was like, okay, cool, Christmas music. So this is the new one from Eleni DeGeorge. This song is called Chilly on All WNY, Think So Joe Show.
It's a ghost town on a Friday night. Everyone went home for the weekend. You don't want to go home for the weekend. You live far, don't have a car. Your family's drama always drives you apart. You'd rather be alone than go home for the holidays. I know that you kinda like the cold. You're cooped up at home, all alone on Christmas Eve. It's a little bit chilly outside. The snow is falling, carpet's covered in white. I don't know, but I think it'd be nice if I went there to spend it with you. Your tree is started and packed away. I think we should take it out today. Wrap it in lights and garland. We'll dance around until the night ends. It's chilly outside. Chilly outside. Chilly. But it'd be nice to spend it with you. It's a 45-minute drive, but it's worth it every second of the time. You'll take out your laptop and we'll watch Christmas movies and drink eggnog together. We wish it was 1988, back to the golden days. I hope that this Christmas will be great. I know that you kinda like the cold. You're cooped up at home, all alone on Christmas Day. It's a little bit chilly outside. The snow is falling, carpet's covered in white. I don't know, but I think it'd be nice if I went there to spend it with you. Your tree is started and packed away. I think we should take it out today. Wrap it in lights and garland. We'll dance around until the night ends. It's chilly outside. Chilly outside. Chilly. You won't be alone tonight. You won't be alone tonight. It's a little bit chilly outside. The snow is falling, carpet's covered in white. I don't know, but I think it'd be nice if I went there to spend it with you. Your tree is started and packed away. I think we should take it out today. Wrap it in lights and garland. We'll dance around until the night ends. It's chilly outside. Chilly outside. Chilly. But it'd be nice to spend it with you.
All right, that was Eleni DeGeorge. This is a new song called Chilly.
She's
I
so
was-
cute.
I was told during the song break that Allie Burns just released a new Christmas song, so we'll play that next week.
Cool.
She's playing Saturday night. Allie Burns is with Lexxi Raine, who we're playing later in the show.
Yeah.
Both friends of the show.
Yes.
So,
Speaking of
Yo,
stamps,
that went
on
off.
Saturday night. What?
yo, that went off. Yeah, you were at Stamps this past Saturday night.
Yeah, you weren't.
I was not. I was self-isolating.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It was that night of the windstorm.
Yo, yeah.
Yo. Yeah. So it wasn't a huge turnout, but the people that came out really had fun.
I bet. You had a good lineup.
We had a great lineup. Katie couldn't make it. She was
Yeah.
stuck in Syracuse. She was just as bummed as I was, but
Yeah.
yeah. So it was an earlier show. We had the Toy Box Brigade. We had Working Class Stiffs, and we had
Apparently, Facebook's not showing the show.
oh,
It's John Johnson there. So
and we had Voice of Dissent, and everybody was really, really good. We raised about $100 for Westside Food Not Bombs. We got a huge box full of winter gear, and made a little bit of a difference in, for a couple people who are going to be cold this winter.
yeah, look into this Facebook. Apparently, Facebook's not showing the show. Let me find out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Think so, Joe. And that's last week's show. 6. Where the hell's the show?
Huh.
What the hell, Facebook? Apparently, Facebook decided it didn't want to show our show this week.
That sucks.
It's got last week. It says Think So Joe was live. Oh, hold on. Wait, that's just if I search. Let's see. Think So Joe is live now.
Yeah.
Couldn't play video. Something went wrong.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait. Hold on. There we are.
There we are.
I think. It's
Okay.
play. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's working.
It's working.
Got it on Facebook. All good.
That's a nice lag in
It is a little
time
bit
there.
behind, but it's working. It's there. I don't. It didn't work at first for us. So Laura's giving thumbs up because Facebook's not working.
Yeah.
Laura asked during the song. She has a request. She wants to know what the white line is.
Oh.
White Lines, Don't Do It, is a song by Melly Mel released as a 12-inch in 1983 on Sugar Hill Records. The song, which warns against the dangers of cocaine addiction and drug smuggling, is one of Melly Mel's signature tracks. The bass line is taken from a performance of the Sugar Hill House Band featuring bassist Doug Wimbush covering Cavern, a single by the New York City band Liquid Liquid.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
So there you go. There's your answer, Laura. And I've given that answer plenty of times before that it was a song by Melly Mel. Great song, by the way. I'm gonna listen to it after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
First time I really I had heard that song like in the 80s,
Mm.
but like the first time I really like listened to that song, there was like I rented this skateboarding game that was not Tony Hawk, and that song was in it, and it's like, ooh, this song's really good. I gotta get that on vinyl. I have to look for that after the show. 480 something I think I'm at right now.
Wow.
And there's still some that haven't been cataloged yet. So, cause like there's a whole mess. There's like this thick of that I haven't listened to yet. Collection. Let's see. What am I at? 482.
Wow.
Yeah, the most recent I think was the Kinks. Yeah, the Kinks Face to Face. Part of the Amazon Record of the Month Club
That's
thing.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I got the Beatles White Album like last week. I got this really cool punk compilation.
I saw the One Flag or whatever.
One Family, One Flag, and then also listened to the Agrolites Reggae Now.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm like,
Fuck
where's
yeah.
Karina?
Yeah.
Karina needs to hear this with me. Yeah, good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff. So I just ordered Lars Fredriksen's new album. Waiting for that. I pre-ordered.
Yeah.
Jasmine. Jasmine posted that the Pretty Reckless are
I saw that.
repressing their second album, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm buying this because I don't have that. Like they didn't release it on vinyl, so now it's like, okay, you have one more album you don't have on vinyl. You guys got to release that soon so we can get it.
Yeah.
Because I got their last 2 albums, so now I gotta get Light Me Up, and I just pre-ordered Going to Hell. It's coming out in February. And then I'm like, by the way, Jasmine, did you know that Lady Gaga has a 10th anniversary of Born This Way coming out?
Oh God. Has it really been that long?
That was the deal of the day yesterday.
Oh God.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson has his own skateboarding game. I did not know that.
I can't picture him on a skateboard.
Tony Hawk was trending the other day, and I'm like, why is Tony Hawk trending? I hate when I see celebrities I like trending. Betty White was trending yesterday, and I'm like, no, fuck you. And I went, and it's just like, Betty White's 100th birthday is coming up. Like, oh, thank God she's okay.
Whew.
You know, but yeah. So Tony Hawk was trending, but it was because like Tony Hawk was being Tony Hawk.
Oh, okay.
And if you don't know about Tony Hawk being Tony Hawk, it's that people like kind of recognize Tony Hawk. They're like, you know, he'll show his ID, and they'll be like, hey, are you related to the skateboard guy? Oh, like the skateboard guy. And he's, yeah, sure.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Kind of. Or are you related to him? Yeah, I guess you could say that. You know,
Distantly.
Yeah. Which is like a total, you know, thing that, you know, Tony Hawk does on a regular basis and posts about on Twitter. And he was trending for it again the other day. And it's like, oh, thank God he's okay.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Twitter and trending is like, oh no, what happened?
Yeah, who died?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. Oh, I lost it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh, you know who died?
Who?
Mickey from the Monkees.
Yeah, from the Monkees. You're right. Michael Nesmith.
Yes.
Is that the guy? That's the guy.
Yes.
I think I got that right.
I think so.
I know. It's the one that's not even his real hat on The Simpsons. That was the joke. Was that, you know, all the Simpsons pages were posting the joke from that episode. Anthony Hawk, not to be confused with Tony Hawk, the skateboard guy. Yeah, that'd be, yeah. Yeah, so apparently Facebook's just being weird about continuing to show the video. We had trouble getting onto it, so.
Well, you got
I just
YouTube.
had to refresh, and yeah, I mean, we got YouTube, we got Twitch, so
Yeah.
we're here. We're not going anywhere. We'll still be on those, if nothing else, as long as we got internet. So I don't have anything real wood anymore
I was just gonna say
near
that.
me anyway.
Yeah.
So, which is why I gotta get a new desk. I gotta get like a.
You just got this one.
I got it at New Year's. It's a year old now. It's obsolete. She's just looking at me weird. You guys can see it. The people listening can't see it. It's I don't know. It's a nice desk, and I'm finally getting it arranged in a way where I'm just like, yeah, this is pretty nice, and it's now I've got it clean, so I've actually got space to like use on the desk.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm kind of like, yeah, but if I get like one of those desks like all the streamers have with the IKEA drawers and all that, like, but I kind of like my L-shaped desk.
It is pretty cool.
So that I might not like if I went back to a straight desk.
Yeah.
So like I like this because like, you know, I got my whole monitor set up in the corner here, and I got my little keyboard shelf.
Yeah. It's
My
cute.
little metal rack corner piece for the desk, and I got room over here. I got room over here.
Yeah.
I got plenty of room over there once I move. Like if the laptop's not there, but
Yeah.
the laptop's there because it plugs into the monitor up there, so I can watch 4K video on it.
That you can't tell the difference.
I don't think I watch content where the difference would be all that noticeable.
Okay.
I think what I want to do is start shooting 4K video for like things you might not know.
Mm.
But I would have to like change the whole way I do everything if I wanted to do that. For things you might like, I would actually have to like disconnect I would have to like record straight to the camera, use the SD card, do all that fun shit. But yeah.
Laura wants to know, You are sitting in the corner.
No, I'm not sitting in the corner.
He hasn't been. He's not being punished.
Yeah, I'm not, like, the corner is that way.
Yeah.
I'm facing this way. My TV's this way. Yeah. Yeah, you point towards the corner, I'll point the way I'm looking. So, I'm not facing the corner.
I'm kind of facing the corner.
You are kind of facing the corner, but you're also kind
But
of facing
I'm also
this
not
way, so-
sitting in the corner like I'm grounded.
The camera's in the corner.
Yes.
So we're kind of facing the corner. But no, we're not like I'm at my desk.
Jasmine says, "Did you know what
Nobody
Tony Hawk
puts Joe or Karina in the corner.
Tony Hawk is a professional wrestler. That's bullshit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway,
I was like, I don't know a lot, but
got
I
a
know this.
got a message from Scott yesterday. And he says, "Hey, I need help." I'm like, "Oh, great. What do you need?" You know, like Scott never asks me for help. This has got to be a big deal. He's gonna ask me. I'm doing this voiceover, and it's about like wrestler heights, and it's like every wrestler ever. So can I hit you up for pronunciations? Like, have you listened to it after and give me feedback on pronunciations? I'm like, listen, dude, why don't you just, when you get to one that's like, I'm sitting at my desk, I'm not going anywhere. So if you want to, like, I'm just sitting here. I was writing next week's things you might not know. And I'm like, dude, can you, you can just send me names you're having trouble with. I'll record them and send them to you. So, yeah, Fred Durst is in one of the SmackDown games. That is absolutely true. That is 100% true. You can unlock Fred Durst in one of the PlayStation 2 SmackDown games.
I feel like unlocking Fred Durst is more like a punishment than an achievement.
It was the deal they got because the Undertaker's theme song at the time was rolling. And so that was the deal for them to use it in the video game was like, put me in the game, you got a deal.
Okay.
So he was just having one of those days. Anyway, I got a couple of T-shirts in the mail today.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that
because this is one of them, right?
This is one of them. I didn't want to wear the other one until I want to wear the other one in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
So
funny.
I was going to wear it on things you might not know, and then it's like I still got to do laundry anyway. I might as well. But then it was like this one showed up, and I'm like, ooh, which I don't get because like I literally saw the mail guy flip the T-shirt into the door, the other T-shirt, and this is and then like I went out to like check the mailbox, and he put this one in the mailbox.
Well, he could only fit one.
I guess. I mean, I'm kind of like, and I was like on my way out there because I had just gotten these Amazon packages for all the, the storage box I was talking about. I got a little thing over here, just off camera where I put my mixer on a laptop's mount.
Yeah.
So that it's like right here. I had to take the Velcro off the bottom of it because it was just like sliding all over the thing. So it's better with the rubber. But and then I got like a couple of cables that I needed, and which is weird because I got a cable. I bought like two 25-foot aux cables.
Yes.
One to run from the monitor up here into the board, and then one to run from the monitor to the other monitor.
Mm-hmm.
One came today, the other's coming Friday. Same exact cable.
That's so weird.
One's coming today. One came today, the other's coming Friday.
Order
them at the same time, same
Fucking
order.
Weird.
I got pretty much all the rest of my Amazon orders today, which is great. Like I got this mount for the Rodecaster, and I got a nice little right angle cable for my Kindle here, so that I didn't have a cable just jutting out to the right and then going back. So and now I can find something to maybe put right in here and cover up that spot. But it's nice and cozy in here now. Everything's nice and what was one of the names Scott couldn't pronounce? He said he did pretty well. That he thinks so. The only one that he asked me was Ray Phoenix,
which seems pretty straightforward.
It does, but it's Reyfenix. So he says, is it Phoenix like Phoenix? Or is it Phoenix like a fennec, like Phoenix, like a fennec fox? And I'm like, dude, it's Phoenix.
Fennec foxes are really cool, but I don't feel like they belong in the wrestling ring.
Maybe not.
They're really cute, though.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was the only one he reached out to me on. He says, some of them were Japanese names, but I just went with traditional Japanese pronunciation. I'm like, yeah, that's probably better than I would have done on some of those Japanese wrestling names because I can't stay up that. I mean, I'm up that late, but I'm working, so I'm not like trying to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling and like watch like. I got the New Japan, like their version of like what the WWE network was. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm going to get into this because all my friends are like really into this. And I start watching. And then it's like, okay, tonight's night 1 of the G1 tournament. And the show is 4 fucking hours long.
Ouch.
That's night 1. I couldn't get through it. I fell asleep because the show's on at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning because it's taking place in Japan. So at that time, it's a normal hour in their time.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the fucking morning, right? So I'm sitting up, I'm watching, watching the show, and I fell asleep, and so I can't watch the next one because I got to watch the one that I fell asleep through. So now I'm behind. I'm like, fuck this. Why am I paying money for this? I can't keep up with this. And to my friends who are fans of New Japan Pro Wrestling, good for you that you're able to do that, because I just fucking couldn't. I can't stay up. Have I heard of what fucking year is it? What fucking year is it? Says the guy who literally has an antenna hooked up to his computer monitor here. Which that was a pain in the end, like, because I bought this converter box. Because I used to have a TV in here, so I could just plug the antenna right into the TV. And then I switched to a 4K computer monitor instead because it was the only way I was going to get one under 42 inches that was 4K. So I'm like, fuck, I need a converter box. I buy this converter box, and it's like, okay, you can use a hard drive and you can do DVR on this, which is cool because I couldn't like DVR SmackDown or The Simpsons or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it was coming through my antenna. So it's like, oh, that's cool. But it's like you have to use an external hard drive. You can't use, you shouldn't use a flash drive. It's like, fuck. All right, no problem. I have an extra hard drive. So plug the hard drive in. But the problem is that the USB port on this thing is in the front, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why would you put it on the front? I know there's probably not room on the back, but why the fuck would you put it on the front? Like, that's so dumb. Who wants to have a fucking USB fucking hard drive sticking out of the front of their fucking cable box or, antenna box or whatever, the converter, whatever the fuck you call the thing, right? So I'm sitting here the other day, and I put it up on this little shelf right next to my Xbox here, and I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. So I plugged a flash drive in anyway, even though they're like, oh, it won't work with a flash drive. It works fine with a flash drive. I recorded some of Judge Judy last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was like, because that's just what happened to be on when I turned the thing on to look. But yeah, now I can DVR everything, so I'm good. So, which is really nice because, like, a lot of times on Monday nights I'll just be like, okay, I don't feel. I will start watching wrestling at 10 o'clock, and then I'm like so disappointed because I'm caught up by like 10:45, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta sit here and watch the rest of this. Literally, I did all this on Monday night, all this desk setup stuff that I did. I mean, aside from like the shit that I got today, but like cleaned up my desk and everything, and posted a picture, and. In the picture, you can see that I'm watching Monday Night Raw. And Chris, Brian's best friend, comments, LOL Raw. And I said, dude, trust me when I tell you that me trying to stay awake watching this crap is the catalyst to me cleaning my desk and rearranging everything like this to kind of make it look nicer. As nice as I can, I guess, with all the gear I have to have on the desk here, but trying my best.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, if I got a straight desk, I just like, where the fuck is everything going to go?
Yeah.
So, Jasmine asks, you have friends? Yes, I have friends. I have lots of friends. I have friends in all walks of life. Lots of wrestling fan friends, music fan friends,
Yes.
musician friends. I saw a post the other day. It was a guy I know, this wrestler. Can't think of his wrestling name off the top of my head. Maybe Lance Lude, I think might be the guy. Anyway, but he friend-shaped friend.
Friend-shaped friend.
Anyway, he shared this post, and it's like, and it's from this guy, the drama king Matt Raywald, and it says, wrestlers never, ever, 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 ever pay to work. You know, it's okay to like, work a show for free as a favor to a friend or for exposure or whatever. If you want to, you really shouldn't do that either. And I'm just like reading this, and I'm thinking it's about music, even though it specifically says wrestlers right at the front, and it's a pro wrestler who posted it. I'm just like, oh, this is, this is about wrestling. Oops. I was about to share it because it's like, no, this absolutely applies to music.
Yeah.
So, oh man, those early WWE pandemic fucking shows were terrible. Oh, that first one. There, no fans, no nothing, no crowd noise at all. They like stopped working during commercials. And like one of the international feeds showed that.
Yeah.
Like they're wrestling and then they go to commercial and they're all just like hanging out in the ring. Hey guys, what's up? You know? Yeah, I don't know.
That's really funny.
Yeah, those were not good. Bailey was in that match. I was just watching a video with Bailey talking about how much she loves the San Francisco 49ers,
Yeah.
which I already knew.
Yeah.
So, lots of, I'm pretty well versed on which wrestlers are 49ers fans. So Stone Cold and Brian. Oh God, that was awful. That whole fucking, until they started like, when they finally like took a cue from AEW and started putting like wrestlers in the crowd. So there was like at least some noise. It's like, oh, okay. But before that was just awesome. They're just awful. Transformers variant of COVID. They're going to close down Canadian. I heard the league isn't closing down anything. They're just going to basically, test everybody every day instead of every 3 days or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad I'm going to San Francisco now before everything shuts down.
True.
And then when I get back, I'm getting a booster shot.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get one a couple of weeks ago, and then I just slept through the window, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do it like within the 2 weeks before I go.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do it when I get back.
Yeah. I plan to get my booster and my flu shot.
Yeah.
But I know a few people who have done them both at the same time, and they got like really sick about it.
I've seen people on social media like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. I'm going to have to do one at a time and hope for the best.
Wear your masks, get your vaccines, and we won't lose hockey.
Somebody came into the restaurant yesterday to eat, and they were like, do we need proof of vaccine to come in? I'm like, no. And like they were foreign. So I was just like, and they're like, we're not from here. Like, what kind of like they didn't know what the restrictions were.
Right.
And they were like this cute little family, like an older family, like a kid and his old parents. And I don't know, they were like, we're not all vaccinated. Can we still come in? I'm like, it's really none of my business. Like,
Yeah, right.
wear your mask. We can't even tell people that they can't come in if they don't have masks on. Like, it's not like it's a mandate. It's not a law. We can't be like, no, you're not welcome here without a mask. It's just like, yeah, we really appreciate if you wear a mask.
You absolutely can tell people they can't be there without a fucking mask.
So maybe legally we can, but the boss said not to.
Okay.
So we're going to take their money and keep our 6 feet away.
Yeah.
There's a counter separating us.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just, I'm not taking any chances. That's why the only person I've interacted with is you.
yeah.
And even that, I'm just like, fuck. I almost put on, I had a mask in my fucking hoodie pocket when you got home.
That's funny.
And I'm like, no, if you thought you were exposed, you would have told me. So
Right.
then you wouldn't come home.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how much I love not working with customers anymore, says
Let me
Kirsten.
tell you how much I hate working with customers.
So guess how many times I've gotten yelled at since I got the new job? None times. None times. And I set a fire on the floor today.
Oh my God, I want your job.
Right? All right. So Saturday, Kirsten's going to be in town, and I'm going to be out of town.
What the heck?
She's like, Joe's going to San Francisco. I'm coming to Buffalo.
I know he's not gonna be there. It's safe.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, if I were home, that is
That's
something
what
I
you
would
would be- yep.
absolutely go to
Yeah,
because Lexi's in town.
I know.
She somehow came back from the dead after being
No spoilers.
after being basically melted alive, and she's gonna be performing at Stamps, and the info on that is Saturday at 6 p.m. at Stamps. It's Lexxi Raine with Astra Beulah, Milo Dunn, Sydney Driggs, Jim Wachowski, Allie Burns, and Nurse Joyful. And that's $10 pre-sale, $12 day of the show.
Okay.
Got to wear your masks.
Yes.
Because New York State mask mandates now.
Yes.
That's also Erie County, right? So that's
It is Erie County.
So you have to wear it anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long night, quite honestly. But anyway, this is Lexxi Raine. This song's called "I Don't Want Your Man" on all WNY. Think So Joe Show.
Heard you say you couldn't text me, block me first and then erase me. And I think it's kinda funny, cause I don't want your man. Now he won't open up my story. When he's in town he will ignore me. If you've mistaken me, I'm sorry, cause I don't want your man. Girl, I'm flattered that you're intimidated by me, but your ego's inflated. He's not so special, you see. I had him once before you came along, but I had to pass, cause boys like him never last with real women like me. Wish I could put myself in your shoes, but you got one too many issues. And confidence is what I'm made of, cause I don't need no man. It must be awful what you're feeling. At any time it could be leaving for someone else who's more appealing. Keep a good eye on your man. Girl, I'm flattered, but you're too complicated for me. And you're so overrated. You don't look good wearing green. What's the matter? I'm not the one you're after, honey. No, I don't wanna be friends, but I'm not the enemy. I bet you're up late tonight, thinking about Mr. Right, and if he's thinking about you, why are you so insecure that he'll be leaving you for whatever walks in the room? How about you start with inside, go on, develop some pride. What else have you gotta lose? Girl, I'm flattered that you're intimidated by me, but your ego's inflated. He's not so special, you see. I had him once before you came along, but I had to pass, cause boys like him never last with real women like me. Girl, I'm flattered, but you're too complicated for me, and you're so overrated. You don't look good wearing green. What's the matter? I'm not the one you're after, honey. No, I don't wanna be friends, but I'm not the enemy. Now I hope you understand that I don't
Lexxi Raine on all WNY Think So Joe show. Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
I did.
You did.
I didn't get it right on time. So
Yes.
there's the opening little chord of the next song. Anyway,
So yeah, here's John's.
I can forgive Flurry and Yager.
It's really cute. It's a nice crib. It looks
let me
like.
see that again there. I can forgive Flurry. No, Finley. Okay.
Well, the 22 is relevant.
Yes, that is true. Okay, I got confused for a second. Okay, cool. I get that now. All right. I can forgive Yager for sure, and I can forgive Iceberg. So, as long as there's no Sidney Crosby stuff in there, we're good. Anyway, if Lexi is a zombie,
don't let her near me. She's not.
I'm pretty sure that was just for TV. Anyway.
So
we're gonna get her on the show to talk about that. I don't know if they're gonna re-air it here. We got to talk to her again about when she might be available to actually talk about it, because I guess like it was supposed to be like 6 months after the show finished, but the show didn't finish. They just stopped showing it, so it's on ITV. I still need to catch up on it, but I've been so freaking busy that I haven't had time to like sit here and watch it. So brains are delicious.
Brains are delicious.
But everything on TV is real. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
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 It looks like there's a piece of lettuce on your soda.
Oh, I know exactly what that is, and I'm not putting my lips on this until I get a chance to clean it. So.
Do you want some of mine?
No. I'll worry about it after this. The next song break, I still got water. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway. So, yeah, Saturday night, 6 p.m. at Stamps. Lexi Raine with Astrobula, Milo Dunn, Sidney Driggs, Jim Wachowski, Allie Burns, and Nurse Joyful. Bet you can't guess who booked that show.
7 bands, 1 show. What? FTMP is back.
Yeah, guys, FTMP Events is back. Love you, Greg.
We do love you, and only Greg could make a show this long work.
Love you, Greg. Put us on that Sponge show. Anyway. Oh man, like no, I these are like 0 calorie, dude.
Yeah, these
so
are,
0
like-
calories, zero sugar.
They're like halfway between regular and diet.
So like I don't gotta like I don't worry about it too much when I drink them. I still only drink like 1 a day at the
Yeah,
most.
This is 2 for you.
Well, this is 2
because
because
we ordered Checkers.
yeah, because you're home.
Which was delicious.
When you're home, rules don't fucking apply.
Well, if you don't eat out, I'm gonna cook something really fatty and cheesy and carby.
I gotta give you your container back with your for your mom's chili.
Yeah, my mom makes it's chili season. Everybody, Mom, the chili's really good.
I ate the chili. I had chicken in the fridge. I had sausage in the fridge. I have salad in the fridge. All this shit that's got to get cooked and eaten. Your mom gives me chili.
Yep.
I'm not complaining about the chili. I ate the chili.
Of course you did. It was delightful.
It was like, I got to eat this chicken. I've got to eat this sausage. I've got to eat this salad.
Do you want me to prep some chicken?
No, the chicken's gone.
The chicken's gone.
Chicken's
Good.
gone.
Chicken's gone.
Chicken's gone, and I cooked the sausage. The sausage is in there. It's just got to be reheated.
There you go.
So I'm probably gonna need to get like more salad because I think the salad's going bad. I have 2
It
bags
does
in
that.
there.
Yeah.
I got apples.
We have apples of the yin yang.
I got rid of the apples that were in there.
Were they rotting?
I have no idea.
Could
I
that have
figured
been
that
the smell?
it could have been because they've been in there for like
Apples
month.
apples don't go bad unless like they get wet or something, which they do in that
which
fridge.
yes, exactly.
They
So it's
do.
like all right, I bought more apples. There's apples in there.
That's great.
So that's something I can eat.
Yeah.
I have like all kinds of shit for breakfast. I don't really have like dinner stuff right now.
Okay.
So I'm probably just gonna order food tomorrow.
Okay.
Mostly lost 13 pounds. Gonna try and catch up to Joe. I'm at 205 right now. 205 right before the show. So but I bought more apples. So I like to eat apples for breakfast.
Apples go bad, Laura. They just take a long time.
I like having like some sliced apples for breakfast, usually with some peanut butter or something. But I've also got like oatmeal. I've got like breakfast sausages. I've got all kinds of like breakfast foods. So I'm probably just going to order food tomorrow because there's no sense in like
Buying for one day.
for like, you know, like buying anything that I would normally eat, which is usually like lean proteins like chicken, or like eating salads, or, you know, just shit that's gonna go bad in like a few days.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna, I could do scrambled eggs too. I got eggs.
Kirsten says apples and cheddar is where it's at.
Apples and cheddar.
That
could
does
be
sound good.
interesting. I don't
When
have. I do have cheddar. I got shredded cheddar.
Yes, you do. When I worked at Colosso Taco, there is an apple burrito, but it does not have cheddar. It has Swiss American cheese, and then you like put apple pie filling, and then you throw it in the microwave. And it doesn't sound good, but it really is.
Mm-hmm.
It really, you gotta try it. Yeah, and then scrambled eggs are delightful if they're not just plain scrambled eggs. Peanut butter and apples sounds great. Bananas, Joe, bananas.
Don't I get enough bananas hanging out with Bob Paul?
Do you usually take a bite out of the guy?
No.
Then you're not getting enough bananas.
I feel like it's disrespectful to Bob Paul to eat a banana.
Well, I guess you're right.
Yeah, you know, it's like in the one song where it's like, we just might eat Bob Paul, you know, like,
Yeah.
like I have to be really, really, really hungry to eat like his relatives. Peanut butter
John
cups.
puts peanut butter cups into scrambled eggs. Prove it.
That could be interesting.
Prove it. I am calling shenanigans. That's weird.
Kirsten has a squid snack from the Asian March. She's trying to muck up the courage to put in her mouth.
I'm really interested in the squid snacks.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been eating a lot of like those cheese cracker sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like you got me like a bunch of peanut butter ones, which is fine.
That's all they had.
Right. I mean, it's fine, but I just can't eat them like right before work. I can't eat them in the middle of work. And like
Right.
a lot of the time, that's when I'm trying to eat them just because like I need something for some energy.
Yeah. Peanut butter is good for quick energy, though.
But it's also terrible for doing voiceover.
Yeah.
So I wound up buying like when I ordered Instacart last time, I got like the pepper jack ones.
Cool.
That I usually get, because like, okay, I'm gonna like I can eat these and still work.
Yeah.
If I eat the peanut butter ones, then it's like into the microphone, and I'm not trying to do that to, you know, on a professional level.
Obviously.
You know, I can do it here. I don't. You guys don't give a shit. You know, is tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
Yes.
Tomatoes are gross and should be banned.
I have mixed feelings on tomatoes.
Tomatoes are good sauces. Tomatoes are not good. Anything else.
I enjoy a tomato to add a little flavor to a salad or a sandwich.
Yeah, I don't like tomatoes.
Well, you know what? Hold the tomatoes on Joe's sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Put them on mine.
It's no more strange than putting ketchup on mac and cheese. The first time
I do that.
The first time I ever saw anybody do that was my little cousin. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what is wrong with you? She was the one who was asking for places to eat the other day. So I don't know. Now that I think about it, maybe any of my suggestions might not have been good for her because she likes ketchup on her macaroni and cheese.
I mean, you can suggest somewhere with macaroni and ketchup.
I actually did know tomatoes were fruit, but I just don't care because tomatoes are gross. Should be banned.
You're silly.
Yeah. If I accidentally order something with tomato on it, I'll be like, okay, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I'll take my punishment and fucking eat this. But,
Yeah.
you know.
The thing is that tomato allergies are real. So if someone orders no tomatoes, you better not give them any fucking tomatoes. Like, what if Rosie ordered no tomatoes?
Right.
I saw in my memories on Facebook, was it today or yesterday?
I think it was today.
What exactly did I say? Not all superheroines wear capes, some wear curls.
Yeah.
And it's a picture of my Rosie.
I think I hope that made her feel good. She's been dealing
I
with
doubt
some.
she's seen it.
She's been dealing with some stuff.
She's
so
always like, the world is just against that girl, and she deals with it with dignity.
I always like, sometimes I'll see her post on Twitter or whatever, and I'll be like,
That's
yo.
the thing. I don't follow Twitter.
Like, I'll see her post on Twitter. I'll be like, yo, you okay? You know, I'm here if you need to talk. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you can always reach out to me. I will take time for you.
Yeah.
Like my buddy John, his mom just passed
Yes.
recently, which was not my drummer John and not John who's in the chat right now, but my other friend John.
Yes.
I know a lot of people named John. No, not and also Laura. No, not R. I know a lot of people named John. But one of my close friends named John. He was his mom just passed, and I felt bad because I was like, dude, you could call me, whenever. And then when he was like, can I call you? I'm like, I got like 10 minutes, dude. Yeah, you could call me. You could make banana
I think it's
DOS.
supposed to say sauce.
I thought it said you could make a banana dance because we can do that.
You can make a banana dance.
Anyway, I can't have guacamole. I'm allergic and part Mexican. People put it on after I said no. I snapped like Ken Shamrock style.
Oh my God.
Anyway, yeah, no, so he, I was like, I got like 10 minutes, dude. So he called me, and then he's getting like other phone calls, so he couldn't talk long anyway. But I felt bad because, he was setting up the wake. He was in town to set up the wake, and I couldn't even like go see him.
Oh, yeah.
And, kind of, I'm like, I could be here for you on the phone, dude, but I'm not seeing anybody in person right
Yeah.
now. Like, I am literally self-isolating, staying home, not, like, I'll be in the room with Karina because I trust her to, like, take care of herself and not bring that shit home.
I mean, I work.
You wash your hands.
I wash my hands obsessively.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I trust you to, do what you can to prevent yourself from getting it, because if you get it, it's going to be way worse than if I get it. Even vaccinated. There's a thing going around the other day, right? It says I saw Tom Brady was trending, and I'm like, what? Why is Tom Brady trending? Besides the fact that he just killed the Buffalo Bills again. And it was somebody posted, vaccinated and unvaccinated can both spread the disease.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just some woman retweeted that and said, both Tom Brady and I can throw a football. And I saw somebody else posted, both Josh Allen and I can throw a football because, Buffalo's got to co-opt fucking everything. I saw somebody call the Bills, call the Bills Mafia the Bills Faithful the other day. There's already a fan base called the Faithful in the NFL, and yeah, I'm part of that one.
Yeah.
So anyway, of course, then again, we fucking co-opted their shit because we're the Niner gang. Thank you, E40. Anyway, I already have told Karina she's pretty today. Look at her hair. Take your headphones off for a second. Look at this hair. Look how cute. Look how adorable.
Thanks.
She walked in. She came in, and I'm looking at her, and I'm just like, you look really cute today.
Thank you.
So, but anyway, and then I also saw, there's this guy, I think his name's Tony, and he discovered hockey during the Stanley Cup Finals a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And he was tweeting about it. He lives in St. Louis. He was rooting for the Blues, and I think that was the year the Blues won.
Oh.
And the guy, he retweeted that, both vaccinated and unvaccinated can spread the disease. And he said, yeah, and me and Wayne Gretzky are both in the Hockey Hall of Fame, which is true.
Mm.
Because his tweets from when he first started watching hockey are like on display in the Hockey Hall of Fame right
That's
now.
cool.
So it's like Karina is so 90s cute.
You guys are silly. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like like both me and Stone Cold Steve Austin are Slammy Award winners.
Right.
Like there are levels to this shit. So which I might next time if I see that tweet again, I might just retweet it myself and be like, yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin and I are Slammy Award winners.
Yeah.
So anyway, I introduced my nephew to the Blues when I brought him to a Tony Twist jersey. Now he loves the Blues. Blues are my second favorite team.
Yes. I remember when they were playing in the Stanley Cup, and you were very happy.
I'm pretty sure Stone Cold won a Slammy. If he didn't, then me and Owen Hart would have won Slammies.
There.
Anyway, Laura's in here just correcting all of my shit today.
Well,
She's like, Kane wore a mask most of his career. No, these are the years he wore a mask. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, fine. He wore a mask half his fucking career. 9 years with and 9 years without. And then afterwards, he went back and forth. So, Jesus. She's just waiting for me to slip up today.
Yeah.
She's just all over me in the comments. Anyway.
You can always depend on Laura.
So I broke out the other keyboard and mouse. Laura 316. I got the other keyboard and mouse out because I've been using those the last couple of weeks, and now that I've got like all this shit out of the way, like this keyboard and mouse that I usually use are like right in front of me.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
it's really nice.
It's very convenient.
It looks comfy.
It is very convenient. Yes.
Good.
It's got to kind of be down a little further from where I like it to get under the desk here, but that's fine. So for 2 years, yes, he wore a suit. Now he's wearing a suit all the time because he's the mayor of Knox County, telling people not to wear masks, even though he did it for half his fucking career. Anyway.
Excuse me.
It's funny how a wrestling dentist is now the mayor of an entire fucking county.
He's a dentist.
His gimmick was a dentist.
I didn't know.
Actually, it was 48.7. It's like having a 123% chance of winning at sacrifice or whatever the fuck that. Don't get on me about that shit. It's late. It is 7:21. Should we start doing like traditional radio bullshit? It's 7:21, 51 degrees. There's a wind advisory in Buffalo. It's cloudy.
We can do stuff like that. Let's look up Rochester for Kirsten.
I don't. Can I do that? I don't know how to do that here.
Kirsten, what's your zip code? Full mailing address,
maybe
actually.
I can do that. I have her full mailing address elsewhere, but 1460. 46 degrees and cloudy. Feels like 40 in Rochester right now. Expected scattered rain showers. The low will be 45.
I totally need your social security number, but it's so I can deposit money, not so I can steal it.
Sure. It's 51 degrees in Buffalo. Feels like 51. The skies will be mostly cloudy. The low tonight will be 50 during this blustery night. The air quality is 28. The winds are blowing at 11 miles per hour. Air
is 28
quality.
Good.
Good air is 0 to 50.
Okay.
66% humidity, 9.9 miles visibility, 30.07 pressure, and 39 degree dew point.
I would not normally give that out, but I've never met someone with pigtails that I could not trust, says Kirsten.
John wants lots of snow.
Oh, no.
Dude, you can have lots of snow where you're at. I don't need snow for the next 4 days.
Does it snow in San Francisco often?
I don't think so. It's going to be
like southern, isn't it?
Like the weather right now in Buffalo, aside from like it being wet outside, is what the weekend is going to be like in San Francisco.
Oh, that's not so bad.
And it's in pigtails? No. I don't think I've ever done pigtails. Done a man bun once. Once.
Before man bun was a man bun?
Snow is fake, says Laura.
Just like birds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be like 51 all weekend in San Francisco with like lows of 49, which is like cool.
Heavy weather.
It's 49 weather, 49 degrees. I'm going to a 49ers game.
Oh, I get it.
Laura's fake. Kirsten says Laura's fake. Anyway.
She's not real. She's a figment of your imagination.
They're talking about wrestling figures and things they've owned in the chat now. Laura won wrestling figures and sent them to me.
Yes.
I still have them.
Yes, he does.
They're in the basement with a bunch of the other figures I had on display in here because I just didn't have room for them. And I still don't. So, and then yeah.
Joe paid someone in Fiverr to hold space in his chat room. How much would that gig be?
I have no idea. I was going to put up some shelves the other day, but I'm like looking for the studs, and I found the studs, and it's like, okay, this would work if there was like a thing I could use to put up a full shelf with just one stud.
Mm-hmm.
But like the way everything's set up with the acoustic treatment in here,
Mm-hmm.
it's just not enough room to put up shelves.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like I was going to put up some shelves. I was going to put my consoles up on the shelves
Oh.
and use, because I have some like raceways to run wires down walls.
Yeah.
So I was going to use those and put like the Xbox and the Switch up on there. And just never got around to, it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
So that's why I put this, there's a little monitor shelf that came with my desk.
It looks good. Good spatial relations, good use of.
And then
space.
I've got my, I've got all these guitar picks on there
Yes.
that are, some of them have a lot of sentimental value.
John wants, yes, they do. John wants to know if you had wrestling plush guys.
Did not.
I did.
I did not.
I had a Hulk.
I never got one.
We used to dress him up in our little doll sweaters. I mean, they weren't little doll sweaters. They were big doll sweaters.
I was more into the action figures anyway, like I still have a bunch of those,
He's
Hasbro.
Excuse me, Joe likes grown-up toys. They're action figures.
I wouldn't say grown-up toys, but like, I think we were talking about those last week because like some of them are worth some money, and
Yeah.
but mine are in like no fucking condition to sell because I was playing with them when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about, oh, I can hang on to these and make tons of money.
Pay for my kids' college with these.
I can hang on to these and sell them all to Matt Cardona when I'm older. Anyway, grown-up toys are different than action figures.
Touche.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah. Laura says they're dolls. No, I got a nice 53 degrees tomorrow in Buffalo. It says right here on my Amazon device.
Yes.
Anyway. Yeah. A 19-year-old trying to break record flying solo around.
Around something.
Yeah. Trying to break record flying solo probably around the world. I don't know.
Wow.
I only get half the headline. In the box, Eddie Guerrero action figure. Yeah, I got some in the box stuff. A lot of my stuff now is in the box.
Yeah. Your newer stuff.
Yeah. I have like up there I've got like autographed
Yeah.
Axe and Smash of Demolition. I've got a bunch of Macho Mans, a couple Ultimate Warriors, some Stone Colds. There's a Mick Foley autographed behind me here. I was just one of the things I got behind me is a baby doll autographed by Gene Snitsky.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And for those of you who don't know, Gene Snitsky's debut came. The angle was the wrestler Lita was pregnant with Kane's baby, and Snitsky accidentally bumped Kane into Lita, causing her to miscarry. And the next week he comes out with a baby doll and he punts it into the audience. And he's like, "It wasn't my fault." And so that's his whole shtick.
So fucked up though. Like, come on. Oh my god, that's so fucked up.
That was his whole shtick to begin his like WWE career.
Yeah.
And I met him in an indie show, and I got this baby doll for him to sign. I sent him a picture of it on Twitter. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'll sign it, no problem." And I get there and I hand him the doll. He says, "Man, it looked a lot bigger on Twitter, but I'm sure you hear that a lot." And we just did for Wrestle with Andy. The next video is going to be the Lita story.
Cool.
And part of that was, mentioned Gene Snitsky, and I talked about, I never got a chance to meet Lita. And I have this really cool Lita action figure. They had these, they were called Fatal 4-Way figures, right? And back then, and I mean still today, but back then they had this, they called it real scan technology, where they would, stick the wrestler's head in a box and basically scan their face to, make the action figures look as authentic as possible. Well, they did a series called Fatal 4-Way, which were not they were meant for display. They weren't meant to play with, where they were head to toe, real scan.
Oh, wow.
And there's a Jeff Hardy up there, and there was Edge was in there, and the Dudley Boys, and Stone Cold. I had all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was Lita, and it's like the coolest fucking Lita figure. And it's in the basement somewhere, I'm sure.
Mm.
But she was signing at WWE Niagara Falls, and it was, I had to work. I couldn't get out of going to work to go meet my favorite fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
My favorite woman's wrestler at the time. Because like Raven was still around. But so I didn't get a chance to meet her. But so I'm like telling Andy, I'm relaying like, I never got to meet Lita, but I did meet Gene Snitsky. So and send him a picture of that. And we start talking about like meeting wrestlers, and I sent him a bunch of other pictures, like, because I'm like, oh, here's some of the wrestlers you might have heard of that were on this show that Snitsky was on. So I sent him a picture of me with Kevin Nash, and a picture of me with Colin Delaney, and a picture of me with AEW's The Blade. So, anyway.
All the baby talk in the chat reminds me that Eddie from Toy Box Brigade Eddie himself is not expecting. His wife is expecting. Yes. So I guess together they are expecting. Like any day now.
Excellent.
So I actually, please remind me to check in with Eddie, because I'm very curious as to how everybody is doing.
Yes.
It
is time for some music.
Okay, what do we got?
We've got the band Stationwagon. We're going to be working a Stationwagon show in January at the Evening Star.
This is really exciting.
The XM Priory, I forget the wording that they're using. We'll look into that.
Okay.
During the song break, but it's it's the end of the end or the end of the beginning or some shit like that. I don't know, but we got asked to work that show, so we'll be there.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But before that, Station Wagon's playing also in Niagara Falls, also on Niagara Falls Boulevard. They're playing
right up the road
tomorrow night at 7:30 at the Wagon Wheel, which is at 7201 Niagara Falls Boulevard.
It's right across from Target, I believe.
Right across,
Taco Bell, Target area.
Because that's where I would get off the bus, is right at 72nd Street, and I would go across to Target on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I would get off right in front of the Wagon Wheel. So yeah, that's right at 72nd in the Boulevard. They're playing tomorrow night, 7:30.
Yeah.
And this is Station Wagon on All WNY. Think So Joe Show. The song is called Sympathies. We'll see you in a few minutes. Any second.
does his shit on the gold-plated ground. I'll send my sympathies to your mother. I'll send my sympathies to your heart. I'll send my sympathies to your devil. Driving us to hell in his golden dog park. I'll send my sympathies to your mother. I'll send my sympathies to your heart. I'll send my sympathies to your devil. Driving us to hell. Oh, good.
Stationwagon on all WNY Think So Joe show. That called song called Sympathies.
So wagon wheel
Wagon Wheel, Saturday night,
Saturday.
7:30 p.m.
Okay.
6201 Niagara Falls Boulevard.
7201.
7201, yes, right at 72nd Street. I am very familiar with that area.
Excuse me. Oh my God, they tasted like chili cheese fries.
Yeah, we
From
cheese,
Checkers.
chili, cheese fries.
Cheese, chili cheese
That's what it said.
fries.
Cheese, chili, cheese fries.
Don't argue with the cheese.
Yeah. I don't know. You were like, will you split them with me? Oh, yeah, I don't want to, but okay. And then you ate them all anyway.
I
so.
ate every bite, every fucking bite.
Yeah.
And then I ate my waffle fry, or my funnel fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am a little
I had
piggy.
my Baconzilla, and I was like, I don't want this, but I'll eat it anyway.
It was so good, though.
It was.
It was so good.
We should have got like Mac Love for lunch and then like Checkers later, but
It was the fastest.
It was the fastest.
Fatstest.
This is fun. I already can't talk, and I got like $100 and something dollars worth of jobs to do tonight, and things you might not know. 7:38 p.m. 49 degrees in Buffalo.
Yes.
I'm gonna do this now
Yeah.
from now on. This is just gonna be a regular gag on the show. Just me telling you what the date and time is, or the time and weather,
Yeah. Yeah.
like a traditional radio station.
Yeah. Nothing traditional about this shit.
I'm auditioning for my neighbor's radio station. That's what this is.
We should
I'm
try
gonna-
to get on the neighbor's radio station.
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna watch my language. I'm gonna not swear. I'm gonna talk in ASMR tones. Look up the weather for your commute.
Oh, that.
Oh,
yeah.
for what? For Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday 53. No, that's 3 a.m. tomorrow. That's not. I don't know. Now I actually have to go here. Let's see. Saturday 34 degrees, low of 29, snow showers.
Oh dear, that means turbulence.
Mm-hmm. I like this though. Friday 43, sunny, low of 32.
Yeah.
Sunday 32, low of 24, cloudy.
That's what it's gonna be like here, though, right?
That's what it's going to be like here. I like that because like San Francisco looks like it's going to be clear and like 51 all weekend.
Right.
So like I'm very confident that my flight will be on time.
I really hope so. I hope that your whole weekend doesn't get fucked because of the weather.
Yeah, that was partly my concern. And then like San Francisco, like when I looked a week ago, it was like, oh, it's going to rain all weekend. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's like I'm packing a poncho.
You do have a poncho, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
packing a poncho. I'm like, I'm gonna grab my umbrella, because when I asked the airline if I could bring the umbrella, they said it's a slam win. You can bring your umbrella. Like, what the fuck are you? How is that a slam win?
It's only
Come
a
on.
slam win if you can bring an umbrella and you get a free grand slam breakfast at
Yeah,
Denny's.
Yeah, right.
Then it's a slam win.
Yeah, I like. Okay, you guys are super excited about this. I got an email from them the other day, and they're just like, hey, if you want to upgrade to, I forget what, but it's in the main cabin. It's not like first class, but it's like, oh, but you get more leg room and like, you know, you get priority boarding and first access to the overhead bins. And I'm just like, maybe. and they're like, for my trip there, or for the flight to Dallas, it was like $35. I'm like, ooh, okay. What about the rest of the trip? $75 to San Francisco, $75 from San Fran to Philly, and then $35 back to Buffalo. I'm like, you know what? Nah, I don't need that. Like, I literally am traveling with a backpack that I bought specifically because it will fit under the seat. So it counts as a personal item and not a carry-on item. So like, you know, I'm set on this. I don't need priority boarding. I just need to be able to fucking get on the plane and go.
Yeah.
I don't need extra leg room because I'm not, you know, it's not like I'm 6'7", 6'11", you know, something like that.
That's
like,
pretty tall.
I'm 5'8". I'm good. You know?
The universe is telling Kirsten to have Denny's.
Yeah.
Aw.
Last time
What will you order, Kirsten?
Last time I had Denny's, I was with the band.
They don't have squid snacks
No, they
at
don't.
Denny's.
Not gonna pack my wardrobe.
He is. He's packing T-shirts.
I'm gonna have some T-shirts. I have probably an extra pair of jeans.
Yeah. Some underpants.
Yeah, probably wear boots, but like bring my Vans. Mostly because it'll be easier to pack the Vans in the bag than it would be to pack the boots in the band in the bag. So and then I'm gonna have some recording equipment, even though I do not plan to record. If you hear me on Slat Rock this weekend, then I felt comfortable recording.
Okay.
We got in this whole discussion the other day of like, you know, dude, I don't know that I'm working for you this weekend. I'm like, why would I need suits, man? I'm going to a Metallica show and a 49ers game.
All your suits, he says.
All my suits. Yeah, I'm not.
Joe's new name is Andre.
Because she said I'm a giant at 5'8".
Ah,
Anyway,
I get it.
there was a thumbnail, and I want to make like a T-shirt with a thumbnail that was based on the Andre the Giant Has a Posse
Yes.
stickers from
Yes.
Shepherd Ferry. And it said that I was 5'8". It says instead of Andre Has a Posse, it says ThinkSoJoE Has a Podcast. So I was going to do that as I was going to do that as stickers. Actually, I was going to have Revolting Printing do those. And then I completely forgot about them. So thank you for reminding me, Laura.
Yes.
Anyway.
Think so, Andre show.
Anyway.
That doesn't have the same ring to it.
So after the show, it's going to be your dinner with Andre?
Yes.
Yeah, anyway, because if we order some food after the show.
Maybe even Denny's with Andre.
Maybe. Last time I had Denny's was before the last Living Brain Dead show. It was me and Kevin and John.
That sounds nice.
And we went to Denny's, and we posted from the band Facebook page, just, what the fuck is up, Denny's?
Ah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I haven't had Denny's in a minute. I don't know if I want
I
Denny's.
can't remember the last time I had Denny's. I feel like I wouldn't DoorDash Denny's, though.
I think we've had this discussion where, you know, it might. I mean, Denny's isn't like super far from here.
Still, what if he's got another stop?
Yeah.
And, like, I'm likely to order breakfast from Denny's.
Denny's is.
And Denny's, like, breakfast doesn't sit well.
Where is Denny's? Is by Home Depot, so it's really not far at all from here. So it's like right
as
near
long as
Applebee's.
it's straight shot.
Yeah.
But, you never know what a DoorDasher's going to do.
I was on like Home Depot's website and Lowe's and fucking Kohl's and Walmart. I'm just looking for these fucking drawers because I don't live anywhere near an IKEA to get them.
Yeah.
If the get Denny's order wrong, you're gonna choke slam them. I guess. I'll put on my cane mask. I don't have one of those. There's a picture of me. There's a picture of me wearing one at Target because they had like the little, you know, plasticky ones, you know, but yeah, I never got one of those. I have a Patriot mask.
Where?
You are well aware. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. I gotta get into the costume box because I was like not gonna shave my head today. I'm like, I'm just gonna shave my head before I go.
Mm.
And I was gonna wear a Santa hat on Things You Might Not Know next week because it's the week before Christmas.
Yeah.
And then I like got into the bathroom and I was about to shave my face and I'm like, oh no, I need to shave my head because I need to shoot Things You Might Not Know, completely forgetting that I was gonna wear a Christmas Santa hat.
I got the cutest Christmas hat from the drugstore.
Oh.
I wore it this weekend. It's plaid, and it's the same plaid as the giant Stamps plaid sign in Stamps.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in front of it, and I matched, and I was happy because matching by accident is fun.
Laura points out that I have a spinner belt. That is correct. I have the toy spinner belt from Jack's. That was a gift.
Yeah,
It was a gift. It was from one of my best friends. He gave it to me.
cool.
So I saw him the last Sunday.
Yeah,
Not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before, because we talked about it last week. He came to get a record that I bought for him. So
yes.
anyway, yeah.
Hey, check out the link. Official merchandise, merch.thinksojoe.com. You can also get Gaming by ThinkSoJoe, Things You Might Not Know, and Karina's Cookies merch.
I've been so wanting to get back to playing games online and on
When,
Twitch.
though?
And I just don't have the time, and it sucks. I want to play so bad. Like, I want to get on and just, do a Twitch stream and get back to doing that like 2-3 days a week. But it's like, I just don't have time.
You really don't.
All this wrestling every fucking night is killing me because it's like, oh, okay, I got to watch wrestling till 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there last week, and I do need some merch soon. A friend of mine can't work through though due to an injury, so I commissioned a super cool art piece. Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have a shirt to send out to you. I'm sitting here printing up postage for some other shit like my child support and shit the other day, and I'm just like, fuck. While I'm at this, I might as well. I should send out this shirt. But then we're gonna do those like pride flag shirts. So I want to make sure that you're able to get your Ace flag shirts. So I figure I'll just send them all at once and save on shipping.
That's probably the smartest way to do it.
So gonna get a Things You
I'm
Might
really
Not Know
excited
shirt.
about the flag shirts.
I think we have big shirts merch. I was gonna switch to because we're running through Streamlabs and we were talking about that last week. Like Streamlabs was like plagiarizing some other people or whatever the fuck. So I was gonna switch to Stream Elements, but Stream Elements doesn't have some of the stuff that we're selling, like particularly like the Reglan shirts. Which let me see, where is Things You Might Not Know. Let me see what sizes we have. We have up to triple XL.
Yeah.
Triple XL. So. Memory loss is great. I had candy all the time. Little surprises for future Kirsten. She keeps forgetting about the shirts, she says.
She would enjoy my pocket candy.
You with the pocket candy. Remember the time you had the pocket cheese? She's walking around with fucking cheese in her pocket.
It was string cheese. It was in a wrapper. It's
It
fine,
was.
guys.
Yeah, it was. I love pocket candy, she says.
She buys bulk candy to put in your pockets. You know what? Hershey Kisses, horrible pocket candy.
I would imagine they melt. I want to
They
set this
do.
up so like we can, when we're talking about specific comments from the chat, I can just put it up on screen.
That would be cool.
I've been meaning to do that. I just haven't had the time.
There's a way to do that? Cool.
I would imagine there is. I've seen other people do it, so it's got to be a way. Wish I was there. Really want to try a pizza made by Karina.
Aw, yeah, they're pretty good.
They are good. You left some cookies last week because you made a couple of them too big, and yesterday I was like, here's my excuse to make some hot cocoa. I have one cookie left.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And I took a nice picture and I plugged your cookies.
Thank you.
So, like right on the desk with my Simpsons mug.
Yeah.
Which I did not have on a coaster in the picture. I'm like, why? Wait, there's a coaster literally right next to this. Phones don't work underwater, Laura says.
How'd you learn that?
Mine does. Mine's waterproof. Up to like a depth of like 30 meters.
30 meters is pretty deep.
Yeah. So, which, so this one I could take with me. Kirsten's toaster is
waterproof. How'd you find that out?
I don't know if I want to know how she found that out. Anyway. Yeah. I flooded the bathroom the other day. I took a bath. I wasn't feeling well.
Oh.
I woke up with
When you're swollen uvula?
the swollen uvula. Yeah.
Uvula.
I when the weather gets like dry like this, I sometimes get a swollen uvula. I'm so glad it happened when it did and didn't happen like Friday
Yeah.
as I'm like getting ready to leave for Florida or whatever, or not Florida, fucking California. I don't know where Florida came from. But I woke up with a swollen uvula. It wasn't as bad as usual, and I was able to like talk through it and do everything. It wasn't like super uncomfortable, but it was still like, I'm like, let me get a bath, and like the steam and the moisture will help. And so I went and took a bath, and like I suck at judging like where the water level needs to be before it starts like flowing out through the upper part of the tub.
Yes.
And so like I got out of the tub, I'm like, fuck, there's water everywhere.
That's great.
To a point where I got a text from the landlady like, hey, is that pipe leaking again?
Oh, jeez.
Like, no, that was my fault. I overflowed the tub. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do so.
Yeah.
Which is why like the floor, the bath mat, and like all that shit is
was
like.
wondering.
Yeah, I washed it. It's all.
Thank you.
It's all clean.
I noticed that I have 3 laundry baskets full of laundry to fold. Thanks.
And I still need to do more laundry because I want these jeans clean before I go.
will empty out some baskets for
Yeah.
you.
Do I sound weird when it's swollen? No.
It probably feels weird though.
It is very, very uncomfortable to talk.
It's probably not good for you to keep talking when it's swollen.
I honestly, I think it's actually good for it. I think it seems to help.
Oh.
Because like, sometimes I'll just power through work, and it sounds fine. It's just every now and then I'll have to like stop talking because it'll kind of like close up, and I'll have to like stop and take a breath, but no, it's it's just caused by like the dryness. I really like if I had a humidifier or something, it would probably really help.
You should get one of those sinus vaporizers like I have.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, maybe a Christmas gift.
Maybe
That would be a really
And
good
we're
Christmas
already-
gift.
I still like the idea of going to like the mall and just like each picking out something.
Yes, I
But
like this idea also.
I also like the idea you presented to me of like $150 towards Sweetwater so I can buy more gear.
I figured that's what. Yeah.
I'm always buying gear.
It's
I'm
like that or
always-
revolver, and I feel like it's probably.
Ooh, revolver. Holy
Okay,
ground.
so pick
So
one. Pick one.
let me tell you this. If you're looking for a gift card for me, here are places to get me gift cards. Revolver Records,
Yes.
for sure. Holy Ground Tattoo.
Oh yes.
Sweetwater is a great idea. It would have not been on my list had you not mentioned it, but Sweetwater is definitely a great idea.
Yes.
Especially in a large amount like that, because that'll put a huge dent
Yeah.
in anything I might want to get.
I figure like I have no idea what to get you.
Right.
So a gift card towards a place that I know.
Best Buy would be a good one,
Yeah.
or Amazon.
Yeah.
And my buddy John, the one whose mom just passed away, he always gets me Amazon gift cards on my birthday, like $10. And I try to return the favor,
Yeah.
and it's it doesn't. It's never covering a full item, but it's always like, oh, it's cool. I got $10 off this. I can do whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
Let me see what's going on here. Sunday night at Stamps.
Oh, what do we got?
Eyes of the Blind and Surrender the Hope. They're opening for Red Letter.
Cool.
FTMP Events presents that.
Only 3 bands.
Only 3 bands, believe it or not. Greg, get at us. We want to open for Sponge.
Greg's not listening.
Us and Knuten. Anyway, but Eyes of the Blind, Sunday, 7 p.m. at Stamps with Surrender the Hope, opening for Red Letter, $10 at the door, 18 and up with your ID. You got to wear masks.
Yes, please.
You should be wearing them anyway.
You really should.
I'm going to be wearing mine all weekend in San Francisco.
The masks are definitely not going to help if you don't wear them.
Right.
Like, it's questionable, you know,
You guys
really
have
whether
the masks.
they
You
help.
might as well. You have
but,
the
like,
masks. Wear them.
They're not going to help if you don't wear them.
No.
You're not
No.
even giving it a chance.
No. You're drastically increasing not only the chances of you getting sick, but of
The
you
people
getting
around
somebody
you,
else
yeah.
sick. And that's ridiculous. You need to wear your masks, guys. And I trust that everybody in our chat and everybody watching does wear their masks.
And washes their hands.
And washes their hands and does all this stuff.
And, yeah. Do the things. Respect the stuff.
Yeah.
Respect each other.
Car seatbelt doesn't function when you don't wear it either.
That's very
She's
true.
correct.
That's very true.
Also, $10 buys a lot of Kindle books when you shop the sales page. That is also true.
Oh.
Would they let you in if you have a Michael Myers mask?
Mm.
Probably, because I don't think that has a mouth that opens.
I think you're right.
I think that might be okay. That might prevent you from spreading.
You know what?
the
If
fun-
I was working the doors, you'd be in. You
That's
know
quest-
what?
that's a-
You'd probably be in without a cover because I would be a little creeped out.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is Eyes of the Blind. This song called Enjoy the Day on All WNY. Think So Joe Show. We'll see you next week.
Living life on the ground, coupled with the sound of unheard whispers, wanting to know how you can stand it. How can you make it? You forgive too much. No need for sorry. Take time for yourself. Remember what makes you smile. Let it break your fall. Everything's a cliche. Wrapped in a film you've seen 100 times. How will you survive? You forgive too much. No need for sorry. Take time for yourself. Remember what makes you smile. Let it break your fall. It's just a